If you look at the higher time frames, this is what I'm seeing.
Resistance.
Hmm?
An
I'm seeing
uptrend that is resisted.
I'm seeing something. It was this, this, this. So maybe this.
Yeah.
That is what I'm expecting. So today I'm only looking for GJ sales. The only thing I'm looking. I'm not looking even for buys. I just want sales because there's an FP today, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, NFP is at 4:30 Kenyan time. So it might provide the liquidity because if you look at the dollar index, the dollar index has already crossed 91 zone. Look at this big momentum. Uh, it came from below 90. It came to 90. It came to 91. Right now, it is there's a probability that is going to break 92. Right?
Yeah.
Now, if you look at GBP USD yesterday, you see this big bearish momentum.
Yeah.
This liquidity, I think, was provided by the dollar. Even right now, the GBP USD is moved by the dollar. If I look at the higher time frames, how do you remove this things? Delete. I don't know how to remove it. Now, if you look at the USD, it's like it has already come down from its highs. From this particular zone, it's like it has already surrendered. I don't know if I should use that word. It's like it has already surrendered the bullish momentum. So the only thing that is left is for the pound to be weak. The currency that is moving to you is USD. Sindio? Ama.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the pair that is moving GJ right now, I don't know. Yeah, honestly, I don't know which pair is moving now. But I don't know. Do you look at the Chinese indicator,
Not really.
the currency strength meter? Not
No.
really.
Yeah.
Sometimes it helps me with correlation. Let it load. Now this one is telling us that Japanese yen is weak, dollar is
Yeah.
king, pound
Yeah.
is not strong and not weak. So, however, this one is quite very appropriate, quite very correct. However, I'm only looking for sales in GJ, not even GU. I think GJ is going to give more bearish momentum. This one is just a double top
Yeah.
because if you look at it, this was the first high that was created. Okay, this one you can say this was the first high, right? And
Yeah.
then it was top punted, and then the candlestick, the daily candle was bearish, and then it did this. It came back and it even went higher than the previous candles.
Yeah.
And then the most interesting part is the high was
That
the high
the
was
institutional
let's see.
levels.
Yes, institutional level 150.8. If we,
Yeah.
this is 150.74. If we include the spread of maybe 6, so it might be 150.8. However, it might not be that convincing, but I'm only looking for sales. I'm expecting price to go up to maybe 151 and then come back. So I'm only looking for sales at around 151, 151, 151.2, or either 150.8. That is 60 pips from where we are right now. I'm thinking the NFP will provide the liquidity. That is what I'm thinking. Yes.
Would you
Let's look at
in
the
lower time
weekly.
frame?
Sorry?
Okay, just continue.
This one is a bit, because you see what happened yesterday? This week was filled.
Yeah, and
You
it
see,
might
I
move
don't know if
up.
you understand the weeks.
Yeah.
Yes,
And it is still very
let's
bullish.
go back for very, very bullish. The pound is very bullish. Okay, let's look at the. Oh yeah. This one it was a better pound currency index. Now this is interesting. Look at this. You see what happened yesterday?
Yeah.
This is a very big. This is for. Therefore, this is a very big. Oh, I'm just bearish on GJ. The only thing that is holding GJ is Japanese. Let me see. Japanese. yen, currency. Okay. Now, whatever I'm doing right now is just for the purpose of confidence. No, it helps you to make the decision in the long run.
Okay.
Let's see. Japan is weak. The reason as to why GJ is going up. However, um, okay, let us see at how the Japan, the technicals, then currency. Okay, Kevin, what is happening is that when you look at the currency index, they are usually just for the purpose of getting a better understanding, typically for the purpose of trying to get what do I mean? What do I say? It's trying to get a good understanding of where the pair is heading, because right now, oh look at Japanese. What? Right now, GU is dropping and J is going up. You see
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get an understanding of, is it that GU is falling and then it goes up? You see, or
Yeah.
is it that GJ is going up to come down? So I'm looking for just confluence. It is not entirely to look for entries. This is just for the purpose of confluence. Yes. Yeah. Let's go back to GJ.
Okay.
You were asking what? You were
Just
asking
continue.
something.
I'll just bring up my question in a minute.
Okay. This is what I'm seeing. 50.25 professional level. 40, 1.9, 0.8. So go down to hourly. This is a run. And then get down here. This is another zone. Kevin,
So you put your actually that's
saying,
my
sorry. Actually, I'm marking up the charts to see where is the best possible entry. Yeah, because I want to get the best possible entry.
So I'm asking, so you use your 1 hour because actually that's where my question comes in. You focus on 1 hour and 30 minutes for like analysis. Are those the time frame that you keep your eyes on most of the time?
Most of the time is 1 hour. Actually, for you to get a general bias, because when you enter into a market, you have to be aware if you're going according to the trend or you're going against it, right? So that it helps you to know where you're putting your stop loss and where you're putting your TPs. It just gives you a general idea, like the market is heading south. So if I'm heading, if I have buys, my target is like 20 pips, because you're targeting a breakout. If the trend is bearish, you have a sell, you're like this trade I'm going to get even more than 100 pips. It gives you an understanding that helps you to know how your stop loss. Because right now, if you're trying to sell GJ, it is a short term trade. It is a trade you're going to take maybe 20 pips, 30 pips, and you're out. Reason being that we are in a bullish. GJ is bullish. You see, because GJ is bullish. Let's assume you sold around here. See now, you decided to sell during Asian session, and then this one is how many pips? 104 pips. But you said because you're going to hold it, maybe your target is maybe even 300 pips. You see, now since the general momentum is bullish, so these pullbacks are going to get out. Now let's assume you bought it around here. Sindio? You bought it here, and then you say, acha nikubali kuchomeka. Unajua there's those traders wanasema hakuna stop loss. So right now you'll be in profit. Reason being is that you are in a line with the general, with the bigger higher time, the momentum, the bearish momentum. See? Now, if you bought it here, like let's assume I bought it here, and I got frustrated nikafungua stop loss. Ama stop loss yangu ni 100 pip. Like those traders when wanna trade that kind of wanna trade it, like ni swing traders. I know swing traders wanaekaga stop loss kubwa even 200 pips. Those are the swing traders. Like that swing trader ataingia trade hapa. Entry yake itakuwa hapa. Alafu ataweka stop loss yake around here. Unaona? Ama aweke even around here. So in the long run, and I intend to trade for like you trade equally active in the next like even weeks. In the long run, he will be able to catch it because according to the general momentum. The general momentum in GJ is bullish. So if I'm going to get it in a sell, it's going to be a short-term trade.
Yeah.
And then, actually, what I'm seeing today is a possible say this fast high created, price came down, and then probably it will go up, and then do this. Maybe up to here. So my target for this, my target is around. This will be the first target. Other than that, if price breaks that one, it will go like this. But I'm not willing to hold until Monday. I'll just take in. I look for trade during Asian session or before London Open. Yeah, but I look at the higher time frame. It give me a bias, and then now I go probably 15 minutes. It's rarely. I go probably to the 5 minutes. Sasa ni kutafuta entry because now I have the general bias. It's possible to sell. Now I look for entries. Now in terms of entries, now I might introduce the EMAs. Now is the time I introduce the EMAs to give me like because before ECRA 15 happened, ECRA 5 minutes it happened.
It happened, yeah.
So I'll get I will get in before the 15 minutes. For the 5 minutes it's for the entries. And then if you decided to do the breakout, the London breakout, this was the high of the Asian session,
Yeah.
It was not a clear one. But if you take this one as the high, this one, so maybe this was at 640. I don't know how unamkaza ngapi, but of late the breakout nimekuwa nikimiss.
Sasa mbona uchukue hiyo kama high? Why? Ela? Mbona uchukue hiyo kama high and why take that one as the high and not what? And not the 9 stuff, or it's not a time thing? Because I'm so much. I don't know.
The one.
Yeah.
What I should advise Kevin is, you see this time factor. Yes, it is important, but remember, the market is not always the same. So even you yourself, you have to evolve to what you have to respond to what the market is giving you. You see, like the market, like I can say for the better part of last month, ECRs are not working. You enter into an ECR, you're stopped out.
Yeah.
Stopped out. You
So
see,
that's why I was
now
talking about
you're,
15 min 15 stop loss pips.
even if you put even 30 stop loss, the
Imagine
most
some are
important thing
working.
is your entry.
Uh-huh.
Some are working.
Some are working. You get
If they were working
15.
well and good.
So that's
Yeah.
actually I began developing the thing of 15 because you find 10, you're always kicked out. 10, you're always kicked out, but 15 will work. Especially with the
Okay.
GJ, the EJ at least 10 can barely be good.
Okay. I rarely go more than 10 pips. Actually, very rare. Very, 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 very. Because let's assume I wanted to buy this market. Sindio?
Yeah.
Let's assume I've done an analysis. I think this one is going to be a buy. So
Yeah.
the 5 minute will tell me it's a buy. Sindio?
Yeah.
Actually, probably it is going to buy. So
Mhm.
trade. So I'll go down to the 1 hour.
Mhm.
From the 1 hour, from the 1 hour,
Uh-huh.
I'll see this.
Yeah.
Now, remember, in my case, I usually buy a sell candle.
Yeah.
So that is what I usually do.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
my
Uh-huh.
stop loss will be below the the moving average. Will be below the previous candle.
Yeah.
Now, stop loss will be here.
Uh-huh.
Here now. You see?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So right now, if you get a trade.
Uh-huh.
Actually, I'm tempted of getting a trade at this particular level. As much as I was bearish on DJ, don't know, but let me just follow my rule. So if I got in, if I was to take this trade, my stop loss will be below the previous candle.
Yeah.
No, and then I will wait for the 15-minute candle to close.
Mm-hmm.
Are we together? I know that's a bit complicated.
Actually,
Okay.
that's where my problem is. There's that correlation that is not very much working because sometimes you wait, the trade is gone. You don't wait, the 1 hour goes down and hits you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Now, I use 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
It's for the purpose of entry.
Mm-hmm.
The 1 hour is for the purpose of looking at the general momentum, like where is the price heading, momentum iko pande gani, and then at the same time, the 1 hour I use to put my stop loss and take profits.
What? I cannot hear you.
I'm saying
Uh-huh.
the 1 hour I use it to put my stop loss because right now if I'm going to get into a trade,
Mm-hmm.
the stop loss is going to be below the low of the previous candle. So if it breaks the low of the previous candle, that tells you that the price is bearish.
Yeah.
No, no. Now, let me see. This one will be a quick scalp. This one will be like 50 pips. Do you think price is going to come back here? What do you think?
I think so because of if you look back, if you look left,
Mm-hmm.
there's no like an area of resistance in 1 hour. Ni
Mm-hmm.
kama tu ya ni candles. Kuna kitu niona Raja anasema like they
Mm-hmm.
are enticing candles. No, no, they're
Yeah.
not kind of enticing candles which are not resisted.
Mm-hmm.
There's something that I heard him say,
Mm-hmm.
like the market is going to what it did left, it might do the same thing on the right, especially
That's,
if you have these fat candles.
that's true. That's correct.
Yeah.
Just a minute.
Okay.
Actually, I have a trade here.
Uh-huh.
I'll tell you the trade. My entry is at 150.39. My stop loss is at 150.08.
Point three
So,
nine, point three nine,
um,
point three.
reason being,
Mm-hmm.
this one is I'm seeing you see, in 1 hour it looks like this. So if I draw this area,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
This area. Now, if you go down to the lower time frames,
Mm-hmm.
you see whatever you drew in the higher time frames is being respected in the lower time frames.
Yeah.
So this was the high that was used that was in the London in the Asian session. It
Mm-hmm.
was broken at 0650.45. Now,
Mm-hmm.
you see now the advantage of now getting in at the end of
Mm-hmm.
the 30 minutes of the 15 minutes candle is that my entry right now is in profit
Yeah.
already. Already, even if it's 5 pips, it's already
Mm-hmm.
in profits.
Mm-hmm.
I can decide even right now. Let me just put it in break. Maybe let me just put it even in break even.
Mm-hmm.
150.139. Yes, I've put it in break even because
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that certain of
Mm-hmm.
where the price is heading. Plus, it is not my setup. It is just an impact. Okay, it's just a trade in Momoto trade. It is not a trade that I've taken time to analyze. Plus, it is against my general bias. Yeah, sell.
Sell.
Yeah. So maybe I'll just take maybe because my entry is it is 139. So up to from the highs, that's around 20 pips. It's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad. It's not bad. So the 1 hour helps you to put actually make us
Mm-hmm.
stopped out. Let me see. Yes, it's already stopped out. Yeah. But I don't care Sana Sana because it's already break even. So
Yeah.
it's a loss. It's neither loss, neither buy. Okay, what I
Mm-hmm.
was trying to explain is that you put your stop loss below the previous hourly candle. If I put my stop loss, kama kwa hiyo
Mm-hmm.
trade, if it was a
Mm-hmm.
trade that I'm very interested in and nimeona like this one is a very high probable trade. My stop
Mm-hmm.
loss ingekuwa hapa. Let me
Mm-hmm.
show you. No. This was the low of the previous candle. Si
Yeah.
ndio? Loss yangu
Yeah.
inafaa kuwa below. So if you look at
Mm-hmm.
it keenly, you'll see that
Mm-hmm.
this was the low. If you press ukiweka stop loss yako below the previous candle, it is even 5 pips.
Mm-hmm.
Unaona? If you decide to
Yeah.
do 10 pips, 10 pips it will be here.
Mm-hmm.
It will even be very safe. But for me, I put at around even 5 pips.
Okay.
Yeah. Now this is the part na show like you work on your entries.
Mm-hmm.
You work on, actually, I think even Raja says, actually, your concept, you wait for the 15 or the 30 minutes candle to close. It is
Mm-hmm.
Raja's idea.
Yeah.
Unaona? You wait. You wait. Your work is to wait. Because otherwise tutajipata uko na matrades hapa hivi na zinashinda tu
Yeah.
zikikustop. Alafu zinakustop out and
Yeah.
then they go to your general direction.
Yeah.
So if kama umekuwa umepata trades zinaenda in your direction, that means
Mm-hmm.
your analysis iko sawa.
Yeah.
Now, the fact that your analysis equals sour and you're being stopped out, now you need to work on your entries. So your analysis is
Mm-hmm.
good. Now you
Yeah.
need to work on your entries.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, this one is bearish. Thanks God. You should talk.
But it seems like it might retest that zone
Yeah,
above
this one.
those three candles. There's three candles over there.
Which one?
The green, red, green. Look at the last three candles.
These ones.
Those ones here.
Green, red, green.
Red, green. Yeah. You see, there's
Yeah.
a zone over there which was
Yes.
broken up, and
Yes.
the wick of the red one was
Yes.
filled. So
Yeah.
if the red one is going to be traced to that zone and retest, then that's why I thought of having a buy to the
Yes.
top zone of about 150, 600, around there.
150, 600. Actually, there, I agree.
Mhm.
Also, I'm also throwing some institutional level. If I'm going to take in, because I think even now I'm interested in a buy.
Mhm.
I think I'll take a buy from here. This is where I'll take my buy.
If you look at
This is where
yesterday,
I think I'll take my buy.
would you try to
For
analyze
G,
yesterday's? Yeah, because I think it is following the same concept.
yesterday,
Mi najua nimekuwa nikiignore 1 hour, so na focus na 5 minutes, alafu najua iko na a lot of noise.
but what happens?
Uh,
Unaona, the moment umeingia na umeanza kuanalyze from 1 hour, ukifika 5 minutes, you cannot hear that noise at all.
yeah, now the problem I've
So
been
now,
focusing on 5.
this is another concept of working on your entries. I was looking at it. This is one of the best concepts I think I've seen so far.
The
Now,
fibs.
the fibs. Now, let me show you. See, this is the institutional level. So
Yeah.
this is the low. You see, now this it is called the sweet spot. You see the 70.5.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to take my trade at 149.8 or 149.75. There's this concept of fibs. It is specifically for your entries. It is not for your analysis. It is just for your entries. So, what you do is that okay, before I check yesterday, you look at the low of the day. So this was the low. It was created at 149.53. Now you put your fib there, and then you go to the high of the day that was created before New York. There you go, and then you make sure that where it started is at an institutional level. Now this is your entry. This is 70.5 because now this is like a momentum, and then this one is a pullback. So you get in a pullback. So we have
So
two entries. We can decide to get in here at 50%, or we can decide to wait until it gets up to 70.5.
so those are the key points.
Yes, this is just for the
Okay.
entry. I've been working on
Okay.
it for the better part, I think, from January, and yeah, like I've been getting. It's the same concept that Loki is using. Yeah, for the entries, you get in a trade even with a 2 pips stop loss because look at this. This was the high of the low of yesterday.
Yeah.
That was not the high.
No, no, no.
This was the low, Cynthia.
Yeah.
This was the low. That is and then this was the high, Cynthia.
Umesema before the New York.
Yeah, okay. You can
Aman is just the high. Any high.
you're working on the highs and the lows. Okay, I'll share with you the video. I'm still a
Okay.
student on that particular topic, so I
Okay.
might not do it in very detail, but I can share with you.
All right.
You see, look at this.
Yeah.
Tell me, is it this perfect?
70.
It was rejected exactly at 70.5.
Sure.
You can even try it from an end. So even if you use a 5 pip stop loss, boss, you're still in money. And this thing, nimeangalia asubuhi, it went even more than I think 60 pips. Yeah, it went 80 pips. Yeah, I'll share with you the link for the guy. He's called ICT.
Okay. Why
Yeah.
are you saying your institutional levels, you are even including number 8 to some 150.8? I thought we
No,
said in all like
no.
0, half of it, 0.5.
Now, what I've realized,
Mm-hmm.
so this is from the experience, is that
Mm-hmm.
149.75 is an institutional level, isn't it?
Yeah.
So institution level ni one, whole numbers,
Yeah.
two, half
Yeah.
of whole numbers,
Mm-hmm.
number three, quarter
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
of whole numbers. So if we so we'll have 150,
What?
for example,
Mm-hmm.
150.00, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then the okay, there's a range. Obviously, there's a range, you know.
Yeah.
There's a range between 150 and 149, right?
Mm-hmm.
So between these, we have 149.5.
0.2.
That is the half.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we have 149.25. And then we have 149.75. Sindio?
Ingekuja before.
Gani? Oh, I've just put it randomly.
Yeah. All right. Niene. Ni sawa. Then 0.0. Yeah.
That will be like that, sindio? Kama
Yeah.
this is
True.
the video, yeah, sindio? Hii itaenda 149 and then hii ikiwa broken inaenda 150.
Mm-hmm.
Now, um, I round this to 149.8.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
realized price works on 149.8. As much as it
Mm-hmm.
works on 149.75, most of the time it works on that particular zone. Remember, it is not an exact price, it is a zone. It's an
Yeah. Yeah.
institutional level. It is
Yeah.
not an
Yeah.
exact. So if we have 75, we even assume that we are going to even do 149.8, but it is not more than 10 pips.
Yeah.
And then we have for this one, I've realized price usually works on 149.2.
0.3. Oh.
That is what I've realized. It does not
Okay.
work on 49.3. Okay, it goes to 149.2 to 149.3. But I've seen most of the rejections happening at 149.2.
Okay.
Yes. And then this one is usually at 149.5. If it breaks this one, it goes to this.
Ac-
If it
Actually, I
breaks
went
this
through those stuff, and it was so amazing to see that the price is rejecting. There's an action at that point, and I even thought like you decided to hide that
yes.
secret because
Eh? At what?
it was so
Is that it? Eh?
it was so amazing.
Yeah. I will share with you that video.
Because if you
It-
if you if you check yesterday,
Mhm.
the
Oh, let's look at
G yeah, let's just see the GJ yesterday, the high of the day. It actually almost happened at 750. Almost. It was almost
this
7.
one.
Yeah.
Actually, this one is 735. If you include
Mm-hmm.
the spread is 5 pip. It is
Yeah, it was
750.
almost, yeah.
So let's assume you enter a trade that. Let me show you something even more interesting, Kevin.
Generally, request
Is
some
that
almost I might be choosing to buy randomly and selling randomly as far as there is a move upwards or downwards, then I anticipate a reversal around that zone.
Yes. Now, let me show you something that will blow your mind. You see this particular day,
Yeah.
look at where price was rejected. Price was rejected
At 0, 5 and 0.
it was rejected at
5.
1.351.
Yeah.
And because this was, I think the price even ilikuwa during Asian sessions, ndio? So maybe spread ilikuwa a bit bigger because of liquidity. So you can say it worked on 1.352.
Yeah.
Now let's look at this. This is 1.35, 1.305.
Yeah.
That is the institutional level.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at that. 1.342.
Yeah.
So if your general bias is a sell, you look for entries that are there. 1.342, 1.34. No, those are the regions. That's why trade nilikuwa na wasiwasi. Hii trade inaingia saizi. It was not a stable trade because hayuko kwa institutional level. I was buying it at 150.139. You see, that's why it was broken. So if it broke that one, we're expecting price to drop down up to 1.298. Okay, this one is for GU. If I'm expecting some buys in GJ, I'm going to expect price up to 149.8.
Yeah.
And then the most interesting part, it will be a zone that was being worked on even on the previous days. Yeah. So you're saying we look at GJ yesterday?
Yeah.
Yesterday
Why
we
did
spoke on charter.
it was somehow one of the best trade. Let
For
me see your
buys
analysis. Yeah, from 1 hour, what have you?
Okay,
Like,
yesterday I did trade. Let me start from there. Yesterday I did not.
It was awesome.
But let's look at it. If I was to analyze this pair,
Alafu hebu check sasa time ya breakout ya London. Uone actually hiyo sasa ni another trap. In 5 minutes.
So the reason why I was choosing this high is because it was, I can say it was worked on. It was created, came back, price came back. It was not entirely at that particular zone. It came back down. It came back up to this level. So yeah.
Hiyo ni jana ama ni leo? Sijui hata ni date gani.
Oh, this is for 5th. We are talking of, let's talk of yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yesterday was 4th. So most of the time I usually look at the first high that was created in Asian session. So this was the first high.
Yeah.
I start from there. So it was up to assume ni 9, senior.
Yeah.
Okay, 9 ndo time mimi naingia nimefungua laptop ndo niko nimesettle.
Okay.
So I will see this, then this was the loss, India.
Yeah.
Can even put 2 lows. This one that was worked on severally. So this one was created, and then what I'll do, I'll wait. Before I throw in the M's, the problem is that it has already happened. So
yeah.
Now, also I'll see this. This is the high of the previous day.
Yeah.
This is the high of the previous day. So most of the time I'll draw it up to the end. And then I'll see also this one. Is it looking like this? Now I'll go down now to the 5 minutes because I've already identified the zones. These are the- So I see these broken. This was at 8. And then it did this. So the moment I've identified the zones, I'll throw in now the EMAs. I'll throw in the EMAs to assist, what are the best entry. Probably I won't get any trade. Yes.
Why not? Yet at night at 9. Is it at 9 or before 9? I think it happened before 9.
Oh, the drop.
No. The app. Before 9.
This one.
We had a good ECR. There's the first zone of consolidation that you had.
No, this is
It-
here. This is here to me.
hapo mbele.
This one.
No. Hapo weka tu. Sini kuna zone
Hapa,
iko
sini.
broken at
This
around
one.
8 something. 8 something.
Yeah,
Is it 8?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, this
Why
one.
not buy it?
Because look at this is here. Look at it. It did this, it did this, and then it did this. Honestly, I wouldn't take it. I would take it. The only CR I would have taken it is this one, if it found me that kama nimeamka. But this one, I would take it because there's a certain principle about ECR is that the gap between the two. Let's look at 15. Maybe let's look at 15. Still not convincing. Still not convincing. You tell me why would you take it?
I can see
Just give me a just
inakaa
give
tu
me
sawa
the
like inakaa poa,
Just give me,
targeting the high of the previous day.
I mean, Kevin, I come back.
Okay.